Good day, subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Financial Education channel. As always, I am Jeremy and I am here to raise your financial education one day at a time. So today we're going to discuss how to raise your credit score and get a 700, an 800 credit score, something that it's nothing for you to get a loan because your credit is just outstanding. So we're going to start at the very base beginnings. And this video will be helpful mainly to my younger subscribers, the people in their early 20s or still teens, because I'm going to talk a lot about how to build credit from nothing. But I'm also going to discuss a little bit on how to rebuild credit and those kinds of things in this video. Let's get right into it. So, you're trying to build credit. You have no credit. You don't have a credit score. What do? You're 17 years old. You're 18 years old. What do you do? Well, first thing, you need to get a job. Get a job so you have some sort of income. Then, if you have a parent that, one, they have a good credit score, and two, they're willing to put you on a credit card, ask them to do that. If they're not willing to do that or they don't have a good credit score, which is what most people are going to fall into the category of, most people do not have a parent that has good credit score or a parent that's willing to put them on a credit card, those kinds of things. So what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to get your own credit card. Since you have an income of some kind, hopefully you have very low bills because you're still living at home or whatnot. Then what you can do is apply for like a Capital One credit card, a piece of crap credit card that charges you like insane interest rates. They're like 23, 24%. So what you're going to do, you're going to charge many transactions on that card, but you're always going to make sure you pay off everything on that card on time before it starts to add in that massive amount of interest rate. So pay it before time. So you're getting transactions on there, you're using credit, but you're always paying on time and you're not adding up that huge interest rate you have. As time goes on, 6 months, a year later, you're going to be able to go get another credit card from maybe a bank. Maybe you bank at Chase or you bank at Bank of America, Wells Fargo, something like that. You'll be able to get a credit card from one of them at that time because you'll have somewhat of a credit score going. The interest rate you will probably get from them will probably be considerably lower than what you're paying at Capital One. So maybe you're down to a 14% interest rate or a 12% interest rate. So you're doing transactions with both those cards now. And you're always making sure you pay them on time and you pay them before they start accruing interest. So you never have to worry about paying that interest rate. So now you're paying 2 credit cards. Now you're really starting to build a credit score. And your credit score is probably going up now. To this point, you're probably in the 600s after a year, maybe even the high 600s. Next step, you're going to want to probably get a car loan because now you're 20, 21, 22 years old. So you can go apply for a car loan at this point. And as long as you have the income to meet that, you're definitely going to have a good credit score. And on that car loan, you're going to have an interest rate of probably under 10% at this point, which is great. If you can be 21, 22 years old, and you could be paying under a 10% interest rate on a car loan, that is phenomenal. Phenomenal. That is unbelievable if you can do that. But you've had to been using credit cards for a couple of years, paying them always on time and whatnot. So now you have a car loan, you have the credit cards, everything going on time, making sure you're always making your payments on time, no late payments. You don't want to get that ding on your credit score, and you don't want to accrue all that interest. So it's 2 for 1 there. Now, whenever the time comes, you hit your mid-20s or early 30s and you're ready to buy a home, wow, you are set because your credit score by this time is in the high 700s, maybe even low 800s. You have a credit score before you're 30 that is just unbelievable. Now let's talk about if you don't have a good credit score and you want to climb up that credit score ladder. Well, one is credit scores will come back over time. So let's say you foreclosed on a home or foreclosed on a car loan or something like that. Those can only stay with you for a certain amount of time. Usually it's around 3 to 5 years, and then those get wiped from your credit score. By law, they have to. A bankruptcy, I believe, is 7 years. So if you file for bankruptcy, you have about, I believe it's 7 years it's going to be on your credit score, and then even that drops off. So in credit, you are giving many second chances. I've known people that have had terrible credit scores and did so many bad things, and yet over time, their credit score comes back and back and back because you're given second chances, and all that bad stuff you did, all the money that you wasted of those companies and whatnot, it drops off your credit score over time. Not a lot of people understand that. They think once your credit's ruined, that's it. Throw in the cards, I'm done. No, that's not the way it works. You're always given a second chance and a third chance and a fourth chance. So that is the beauty about a credit score. And then you can start building up kind of the way I just said. If you're in your 30s, you went through a tough time, your credit score got severely damaged, you can do what I just said. Get your credit card, get one, build, get a car loan, then you get a house loan, then your credit score is right back where it was before or better than ever. And if you have a significant other, a serious girlfriend or serious boyfriend, someone that you think you're going to be with long term, hopefully, and you want to help build their credit score, you can put them on your credit card or put them on your car loan, and you both can kind of climb up that ladder together. My wife did that. She was way ahead of me as far as the credit score goes. I was way behind. So she started putting me on her credit cards, and man, did that help. It just helped me rise and rise and rise. And I wouldn't even really use the credit card. She would, but I would still get credit for it because I'm on the credit card. So that is the beauty, and that is how you can climb that credit score ladder. One last thing I'll say, be careful with credit. Just because you have a good credit score and all these people are throwing money at you, oh, here's a $30,000 loan you can get for nothing. Oh, here's, a credit card that has a, $15,000 maximum amount you can spend. Just because you have a lot of credit doesn't mean go out and use it. Think smart with that stuff. That's how you can get in trouble, because all these places are going to be vying for your attention, and they're going to want to give you this credit card and that credit card, and next thing you know, you're spending on this one, that one, this one, that one, and next thing you know, you're racking up way more money than what you have coming in for income. Especially if you get laid off from a job or your business doesn't start going so good, well and whatnot. Holy smokes, that is how people get in big time credit trouble, and that's how all of a sudden you fall, where it takes you 3, 5, 7 years to build back up to where you're even at. So you don't want to ever have to do that. That's a warning. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribers, if you haven't subscribed, you may want to. I talk a ton about financial education, all types of subjects, kind of like what we did here today. And you know what, guys? Have a great day, and thank you.